Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today is May 20th, therefore it is time for new personalization DLC here in Call of Duty Ghost. We have 6 new camos and 2 new, shall we call them, character changes, which we're going to be looking at those later on. And yeah, lots of DLC, and let's get into it. The first camo we're going to be looking at today is going to be the Bling camo. Now this personalization pack is about money, obviously, it's inspired by money. And it's got a brown base background, and it has like a gold diamond pattern all around it with golden dollar signs. Now the initial pictures that we got of the DLC, you couldn't really tell, like this one was called Bling, but it really just kind of looks like a brown with a kind of like a lighter brown kind of diamond pattern, but it looks pretty good. I like the way it looks. It's kind of old-timey. The reticle itself is actually a glowing diamond, and it works pretty well as a reticle. So overall, the Bling camo, it's alright. It's not too bad. Next up, we have the Extinction camo. Now, this personalization pack is based around Infinity Ward's Extinction game mode. The camo itself is said to be an alien-themed camo, but since I don't play Extinction, I really don't know. I don't get a reference. If it is making a reference, I don't understand it. It basically looks like, to me, kind of like a base black camo with kind of like a red lava style going through it. Regardless, whatever, it looks pretty nice, and the reticle itself is actually an alien, which actually does perform pretty well as a red dot reticle, so that's always a good thing. One of the things about the reticles in this game that you get from DLC is some of them are there to look good, other ones are there to actually function. Then occasionally you'll find ones that function and look good, and that's where you find the real winners. This one, it could be a winner. I think it looks pretty cool, and it actually functions pretty well. Next up, we have Fitness, which is the coolest concept for a camo ever. Alright, so Fitness is a personalization pack themed around sweatbands, and if you've ever played a single game of Call of Duty Online, then you'll know that people like to complain that tryhards are sweating too much. These are sweaty tryhards, and this camo itself is like a sweatband for your gun, which is hilarious to me. And the camo itself actually looks amazing. Way better than I expected. I mean, how cool would you think a camo could look if it is based on a sweatband? But it actually looks really, really good. It's actually my favorite looking camo out of this entire personalization DLC, so that's a pretty good thing. The reticle itself is actually like 4 dots at a downward angle, and it's weird looking, but I guess it functions alright, but it's definitely weird. I don't get the reference. Maybe you guys let me know. Is there a reference in those dots to Fitness? I'm not sure. Let me know about that. Next up, we have the Koi camo. Now, this personalization pack revolves around the koi fish, and the camo itself is kind of like a base blue, and it has a golden koi fish all over it. Just bunches of them. And that's really about all. The reticle itself is awful. The reticle is awful that you get with this personalization DLC. It's like this giant flower that is so big that you can't even see targets at a distance. Like, it just kind of sucks up your entirety of your reticle sights, and you just can't see. So it's a very bad reticle sight. I mean, if you like the idea of the flower, it kind of looks almost SpongeBob-esque in a way, but it's bad. It's not a very good reticle. So if you do buy this camo, buy it for the koi camo. Don't buy it for the reticle. The reticle itself, meh. Use something else. Use different reticle. Next up, we have the heavy metal personalization pack, which is based upon, of course, heavy metal music and the entire genre of heavy metal music. Looking at the camo itself, it's kind of clear that the idea of a mosh pit was kind of evolved because the camo is just a giant cluster of color and skulls, and I can't really tell what's going on with it. It's weird. I don't really understand it. The reticle is that of a demon deer skull thing. Once again, not really understanding this pack too much. It serves alright as a reticle, though it's not very great. This DLC right here, I don't know, it's probably my least favorite of the entire pack of all the different kinds we got today, with Extinction and Fitness and Koi and, you know, all the things. I think Heavy Metal is probably my least favorite. Last and certainly not least, we have the unicorn camo, and of course it's a unicorn themed camo. So it's got like a base color of kind of like a bluish, almost a purple, which I can't really define that color quite yet, but it's got that, and then it's just covered with unicorns and rainbows and hearts just all around it. The reticle that comes with this pack is actually a heart that has a rainbow kind of doing underneath it, and it looks pretty good. I mean, the reticle itself is actually it looks good, and it actually functions pretty well. So it's probably going to be the most popular of the DLC choices that we got with this pack. I mean, everyone's like, oh boy, unicorn camo, because look at the success of Space Gas camo and all the other just kind of goofy camos. So I expect unicorn to be the favorite of the majority of people, but for me, I think Fitness is just so much cooler. Fitness is just ridiculously amazing. Now, with every DLC personalization pack, we get a bunch of different patches as well as backgrounds. I'm going to be sharing these with you guys here. These personalization DLCs, there sure has been a lot of them, Hasn't there? There's been actually just a ton of these ones, and it seems as though they try to get funnier and funnier every single time they come out with a new personalization DLC. No longer does it have just like some kind of generic catchphrase. Now there's lots of sexual innuendo in there, and they really try to just try and be funny with the new patches and with the new player cards. And for me, I've always loved the idea of patches and player cards in Call of Duty. I think that they're kind of cool. When they came into Modern Warfare 2 with the idea that you could change your title and your emblem, and you could get different titles and different emblems based upon doing different challenges, unlocking different things. It added a whole new level to Call of Duty, kind of an unlocking system outside of just shoot people with gun. If that doesn't work, use more gun. Go shoot more gun. Occasionally get kill streaks. It's a bit more fun if you have different kind of challenges outside of that to kind of personalize your character. And speaking of personalization, we also got 2 new player personalizations here within this new DLC. So the first one we're looking at here is going to be the spacesuit. Now this is the spacesuit, which you pay, I believe, $4 for. And this is all you get. It's not like the legend packs, like the Captain Price or the Soap McTavish legend packs, where you also get a background, you also get a patch, you also get a camo. No, you just look like a spaceman, which is silly because you can't even see yourself. So I don't recommend buying this. I bought it, of course, because I buy all the DLC and make videos of them, but I don't recommend you, the average consumer, to buy this because it changes the way your character looks, gives you nothing else, and it costs twice as much as any kind of actual personalization DLC where you can change your title and your emblem and your your camo and stuff. It's it. Changes you to a spaceman. $4. Next, we actually have the Spectrum. Now, you guys were right on this. A lot of people were saying they don't believe this actually come with the Spectrum camo. Going into this, I believed it would come with the Spectrum camo. Apparently not the case. I think it's $3 for this, and I can't check because once I buy everything on my Xbox, the price of it goes away. I would have to do some searching online, and I'm just too lazy to do that. And what we got here is basically changes the way you look, which is pretty nice. I mean, it gives you that entire look of the Spectrum camo, which a lot of people like the Spectrum camo and are kind of sought after that Spectrum camo. But it doesn't come with a Spectrum camo. It doesn't come with a player card. It doesn't come with a patch. It doesn't come with a background. It doesn't come with anything. It just changes the way your character looks. Once again, visual effects that you can't even see. So don't recommend buying this either. I mean, I don't understand the entire idea. Like, so many people were excited for the spacesuit just to come out like, oh boy, we're gonna look like a spaceman. It's gonna be so cool. But it's like, dude, you don't even see yourself, and there's no third-person option. You can't see yourself in Call of Duty. It's pointless. Why do people get excited for this kind of stuff? I don't understand it. But there it is. That's what it looks like in case you are one of those people that are excited and you guys are going to get it. Whatever. I mean, to each his own, I guess. I mean, some people like to have fun with it and run around as a spaceman. Me personally, I just don't see the point in it. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Let me know in the comments what personalization DLC is your favorite so far. Which one of these camos do you like? Is it Unicorn? Is it Heavy Metal? Is it Koi? Is it Fitness? Is it possibly Extinction? Or maybe is it Bling? Let me know about that. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.